From Milan to Rome, Venice to Florence, Italy's rail network spans the country's busiest cities and tourist hotspots. High-speed rail is growing strongly in Italy, with an improved network offering faster routes between the main cities. Grandi Stazioni Retail manages the 14 largest railway stations in Italy, with over 750 million visitors every year. Out of these 14 stations, half have high-speed rail. High-speed rail passengers are premium customers with higher spending power and longer waiting times. The GSR business has a long-term concession, providing exclusive rights to the commercial leasing and advertising spaces across the stations.
Here we are in Roma Termini. Roma Termini is a monumental building. In front of the station there's a big square with a bus terminal on it, and around the building it's surrounded by avenues with low quality offering. It's a very similar situation in Milan. It's a monumental building with a big square in front, and it is surrounded by wide avenues. Once the passenger has arrived, he will find it inconvenient to buy a coffee or a sandwich outside the station. It would take him at least 10 minutes to get out, and there is not much around.
Grandi Stazioni is very similar to airport retail in many respects. In both, you're providing an essential service to passengers. People come here to take the trains. A key difference, however, is that train stations today are where airport retail was 20 years ago. And therefore we have a huge task ahead of us in terms of transforming the whole space into something that is attractive for passengers.
The business model here is very simple. It's driven by how many people come to our stations, how many of them we can convince to buy something, and how much they spend per transaction. The bulk of the revenues are contracted with high minimum guaranteed rents. Above that minimum guaranteed rent, Grandi Stazioni shares into part of the tenants' revenues. So the first part of the equation is already covered, as we have 750 million passengers going to our station each year. What we need to do is focus our attention on conversion rate and average spend. Retail and food and beverage will remain the key driver of the business, but we also see a significant opportunity within advertising as we convert from traditional to digital.
We have lots of plans for Grandi Stazioni, and we will be very busy delivering on them over the coming years. Grandi Stazioni was a small unit within Ferrovie dello Stato, the Italian railway company. Their key priority was having the trains running efficiently. Shops in the train station were almost an afterthought. And it doesn't take too much effort to make money when you've got 750 million people coming through the door every year. What we want to do is to make that effort and to make Grandi Stazioni a best-in-class train station operator.
The plan is in 3 steps: optimizing the existing spaces, developing new spaces and special projects, and implementing transformational upsides, which are not included in our business plan.
We are working on replastering the station in terms of commercial offer, looking mainly at flows and then dedicating to these passengers and customers the most important brands available at the market, such as, for example, Victoria's Secrets that we recently introduced in Rome. It has been a great success due to the fact that they decided to open in our railway station before opening downtown. We are definitely creating destinations, not only for passengers, but also for local people and touristic flows. One of the examples is the new Roma Termini in Rome that we inaugurated last June and is mainly dedicated to food and beverage. We are going to complete it within the end of 2017, and so we'll provide room to double the offer that we opened last June. The Mercato Centrale is a very special project because here we were able to create a very unique experience that is made of the availability of fine dining. Mercato Centrale represents the level that we definitely want to introduce at all our networks, not only for food and beverage as an approach, but even for retail and services.
With suburban malls in decline, city centers are becoming the new retail destination. And thanks to their location and the fact that they are transport hub connection, train stations have the potential to be shopping destination, combining the trend of shopping on the go and shopping close to home.
During the due diligence process, we started work with our partners and an architect on the potential beyond our business plan. We identified a number of opportunities, going from space optimizations and redevelopment to a major project in Milan. And we're currently working on the feasibility of these projects that will provide a further upside to our business plan. We put together a great team on GSR. We have partnered with ICAMAP and Borletti Group, who bring a wealth of experience in commercial real estate and Italian retail. At the company level, we hired Alberto Baldan as CEO. Alberto joins us from Rinascente, Italy's largest department store, where he led the transformation of the company over 10 years.
When my decision to join this project was the brand mix of the shareholders too. I think there are really three very important support for myself and my team to go in the right direction. I'm Italian, and to be involved with a change of the way to travel, to increase the comfort, to increase the way to see this iconic place is very proud for me. It's really one of the most interesting projects that exists in Italy today.